Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding it. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this will be for the week of June 24th to the 30th, 2024. So let's dive into it. Okay, first card out for you. Well, actually two cards came out. Angel of Love and Angel of Strength, but they both came out in reverse. So to me, this is a clear sign that you need to call upon your angels, call upon higher guides to help you at this time. What I'm seeing in these cards as well is there may be a relationship or a friendship, some sort of connection that you have that cannot stand the test of time because either you or the other person does not have the foundational relationship skills needed to have a relationship that stands the test of time. For example, if every time you bring up something that's bothering you in your connection, the other person gets defensive or argumentative, you're lacking one of those foundational traits of a healthy relationship, which is healthy communication. And you're going to keep having the same problem over and over and over again because it's not getting resolved. And as time goes on and the storms of life brew, you know, everything in life changes. Everything in life is stripped away and replaced. And it's only the things that are built on really solid foundations that can stand the test of time. And especially if your intention is to grow and evolve as a human being, to awaken the kundalini within you, to remember your powers, who you are. If that is your intention, you are not going to see all of your friendships and relationships withstand that test of time. The ones that are not built on this strong, healthy foundation of good communication, support, trust, etc., fill in the blank, they're going to be torn away from you, okay? Either by your own hands because you grow and you realize this doesn't make me happy, or certain circumstances are going to bring out the worst in the both of you. So what I'm seeing with those two cards coming out at the same time, it's a very, very clear message here. Number one, call upon your angels and your spirit guides if you need help with anything, literally anything in life. Okay, because they're here for you. They want to work with you during this hard time. And number two, I am seeing this week there is a relationship or friendship that is struggling to stand the test of time. And some distance may be needed from this person. Okay. We have flexible coming out. This has come out for a lot of signs this week, okay? So I think a lot of us are keeping an open mind. And I think you have this mindset here of like, okay, well, if you are able to change, if you are able to somehow learn the foundational skills needed to be in a healthy friendship or connection with me, then I will totally keep you in my life. However, if you don't do that, if you can't do that, I don't want you in my life. Like we need to keep that distance. I'm seeing you thinking that way about someone where it's like, I would totally let them back into my heart, but let them back into my life if they can come to me from a healthy perspective, from a healthy place where we can have good communication. But until that happens, distance is required. Okay? Fascinating. We're going to get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Good Tarot to further elaborate on this week ahead. First card out for you is Justice. Yeah, your good karma is returning to you. You were very, very kind to so many people throughout your life and poured so much of your divine, magical, beautiful energy into others. And a lot of times that may have went unpaid. And I feel like justice is calling. And the angel of justice, so many angels coming out in your reading. Look, she has wings too. The angel of justice is working with you at this time. Totally using that sword of truth to cut away any connections that have been unbalanced. You know, she seeks balance. Anything that's unjust, unright, where you're either giving so much more than you're receiving or taking so much more than you're giving, it's getting cut away from your life at this time. I'm seeing that. And this is going to be a good thing because it will, you'll realize your energy is no longer being siphoned by this. And because of that, you'll be able to manifest things that you want faster, enjoy life more. Yeah, 4 of water. A lot of you have been working really hard on certain dreams that aren't growing for you. Nothing's been happening. And the reason why is because so much of your time, energy, and attention was being siphoned away from you towards this unbalanced, unfair, uneven relationship or friendship or connection. You know, constant drama, constantly having to talk to this person, talk through issues, deal with it. It was really siphoning so much of your energy and you didn't even realize. Hanged man in reverse. Yes, the longer you stay in situations like this, the more you're making yourself this martyr for no reason. You know, I think sometimes people can get a little bit addicted to the cycle of victimhood. Like, oh, you don't treat me right. Like, oh, I guess, you know, I don't know. I think there's this sense of martyrism within all of us, but when it serves no purpose, why are you making yourself suffer like that? Like, for the satisfaction of being able to say, like, oh, well, I'm good. I've always treated you right. I've always done whatever I could for you, but you don't return that favor. That does nothing for you. It does nothing. That's such a piss poor way to source your self-esteem too. Not saying that you do it consciously, but I think a lot of us have done this in our lives. Like, pretty much everyone has done this at some point in their life where they've been the victim in some scenario, some regard, where they were giving a lot more than they were receiving and sort of got addicted to complaining about it or coming off and saying, I'm this good person, I'm this hard worker, I'm this great boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And I'm not receiving the same treatment. You know, it can have a weirdly addictive cycle, even though it doesn't feel good. And Spirit, these angels are saying you can break out of this cycle, and you should break out of this cycle, because keeping yourself as this martyr is not serving you whatsoever. It's holding you back, absolutely. We have patience coming through. Wonderful. I see this energy shifting, and we see a star here next to her head. I am seeing your hopes and dreams are being revitalized. You are seeing a return of your energy. You are seeing growth and momentum where you want to be seeing growth and momentum as you release, as you let go. Which is so beautiful. Ooh, such a confirmation. We have call in reverse, judgment in reverse, and this is 100% in alignment with everything we've been saying during your reading. Like, this is literally taking a look at your entire relationship with someone, your entire connection, an entire situation you find yourself in, looking back on the past of it. What did you learn? What was just unnecessary trauma? Okay? And you're essentially making the judgment call to leave this person behind. Leave them behind. Yeah, because this is coming out right underneath the Four of Water. It's not satisfying for you. Your needs are not being met. And you're left longing for more constantly. Constantly longing for more. Well, once they start doing this, then I'll feel like I have a friend. Once they start doing this, then I'll feel like we have a healthy relationship. But constantly waiting, longing, waiting. Don't wait for anyone. I don't care what their excuse is. Oh my God, I wasted years of my life in a similar position here, Taurus. Years of my life. I was dating somebody who was getting their higher education. And I thought, okay, once they get the degree, everything will get better. And then they got the degree. And let me tell you, it didn't get better at all, because it was their character flaws, their inability to give that which I was giving, which was the issue. And sometimes that doesn't make the person evil. Sometimes people just don't have enough space in their life to give. They don't have enough hope in their heart to give. They have traumas. They have darkness, shadows that were given to them that they have to deal with, and they don't have the same capacity to love and to make space for you as you do for them. And you know what? That's fine. You can see that within them. You can empathize with their situation, but that doesn't mean you have to stick it out with them, because you deserve somebody who has the same capacity that you do, if not more. You deserve somebody who is ready for a relationship, and vice versa. You know, if you find yourself in a position where you feel like you're just not ready for love, or you just don't have the energy to pour into a certain friendship and meet someone where they're at, that happens too. You know, you may make a new friend and they want to hang out every single week. And like every other week they want to hang out, and they expect you to make the plans. Like, oh, well, I planned last week, so you can plan this week. And it's like, you may be thinking to yourself, I don't have the capacity to plan anything right now. I'm on overdrive already. You know, when I want to plan something, I'll plan something. But by the time that you want to plan something, they've already been in their head about things. They've already been overthinking the situation. And you could feel that unrequited friendship, that unrequited love. Okay, so it could be either way, Taurus. You could be in a position in life with some people, and you can have both at the same time, where you're longing for more affection from some people, and then there's other people, other connections in your life where they are longing for your affection, but you're not necessarily feeling the same way. Both of these types of connections need to be eradicated right now, because you're either inflicting pain on someone else and accruing negative karma, negative energies, or you're inflicting pain on yourself by chasing somebody who is not doing well for you, and you're racking up their negative karma. Your good karma as well, but why not experience balance in the present moment? Why rack up all of this for the future? All right, it's just not a good situation. Yeah, we have 7 of water. Confusion, wearing rose-colored glasses, constantly convincing yourself that, oh, it'll get better if this happens, if this happens, if this happens. By this time, it'll get better. Let me give them 3 more months, 6 more months, 1 more year. It will get better. 7 of Cups is delusion, like literal delusion. Being delusional into thinking that somebody who literally never makes the time for you is equally in love with you as you are with them. I'm sorry. I know that sounds harsh. Or being delusional and thinking that someone who you barely want to see isn't going to be hurt when they're constantly trying to hang out with you, constantly trying to see you, and you keep procrastinating it and pushing it off. Delusional. I'm sorry, Taurus, but someone's got to spit the truth here. All right. That is what this week is all about, breaking you out of that and breaking these bonds of connection. Now, it doesn't mean you have to make it a big dramatic thing. It doesn't mean that you have to burn bridges, but creating space between you and the people that you find yourself in these connections with, and being very intentional with that. If you're the person that doesn't have the space for somebody who wants to spend more time with you, who loves you a lot more than possibly you may feel towards them, you need to be upfront and honest with them. Like, hey, I don't have the capacity to be very, very present frequently here. And if I ever want to hang out, I'll let you know, and I'll plan things with you. But right now, I need space for this, that, the third, whatever. And on the flip side, if you find yourself chasing someone who does not have the capacity for a healthy connection right now, you need to be real with yourself and say, you know what? This is not helping anything. This is damaging to myself. And I'm going to stop chasing, okay? So, beautiful week, very necessary week. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.